A little girl picks up the phone. Hello? Hi, honey, this is Daddy. Is Mommy near the phone? Daddy asks. No, Daddy, she's upstairs in the bedroom with Uncle Paul. After a brief pause, Daddy says, But honey, you haven't gotten Uncle Paul. Oh, yes, I do, and he's upstairs in the room with Mommy right now. Dad takes a second to process this, then speaks, okay. Then this is what I want you to do. Put the phone down on the table, run upstairs, knock on the bedroom door, and shout to Mommy that Daddy's car just pulled into the driveway. A few minutes later, the little girl comes back to the phone. I did it, Daddy. And what happened, honey? He asked. Well, Mommy got all scared, jumped out of bed with no clothes on, and ran around screaming. Then she tripped over the rug, hit her head on the dresser, and now she isn't moving at all. Oh my God, what about your Uncle Paul? He jumped out of the bed with no clothes on, too. He was all scared, and he jumped out the back window and into the swimming pool. But I guess he didn't know that you took out the water last week to clean it. He hit the bottom of the pool, and I think he's dead. A long silent pause. Then Daddy says, swimming pool? Is this 486-5731?
Hey there, YouTube. This is Windwolf today, playing some Warframe. I'm gonna try to get the Inaros Warframe and the Sands of Inaros quest. Don't know exactly how to go about this, so I know I have to talk to someone in the tower. Probably not that guy.
Start your day with this laugh. A woman goes into Cabela's to buy a rod and reel for her grandson's birthday.
I don't think it's this guy.
She doesn't know which one to get, so she just grabs one and goes over to the counter. The clerk was standing behind the counter wearing dark glasses. She says to him, "Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me anything about this rod and reel?" He says, "Ma'am, I'm completely blind, but if you'll drop it on the counter, I can tell you everything from the sound it makes." She doesn't believe him, but drops it on the counter anyway. He says, that's a 6-foot Shakespeare graphite rod with a Zebco 404 reel and 10-pound test line. It's a good all-around combination, and it's on sale this week for only $20. She says, "It's amazing that you can tell all that just by the sound of it dropping on the counter. I'll take it." As she opens her purse, her credit card drops on the floor. "Oh, that sounds like a MasterCard," he says. She bends down to pick it up and accidentally farts. At first she is really embarrassed, but then realizes there is no way the blind clerk could tell it was her who tooted. Being blind, he wouldn't know that she was the only person around. The man rings up the sale and says, "That'll be $34.50, please." The woman is totally confused by this and asks, "Didn't you tell me the rod and reel were on sale for $20? How did you get $34.50? He replies, "Yes, ma'am. The rod and reel is $20, but the duck call is $11, and the catfish bait is $3.50. She paid it and left without saying a word.
I don't know where to go to get this quest. I need to look it up. Oh, you could talk to someone.
An 85-year-old man was told by his doctor to have a sperm count as part of his physical exam. The doctor gave the man a jar and said, "Take this jar home and bring back a sample tomorrow." The next day, the 85-year-old man reappeared at the doctor's office and gave him the jar, which was as clean and empty as on the previous day. The doctor asked, "What happened?" And the man explained, "Well, doc, it's like this. First I tried with my right hand, but nothing. Then I tried with my left hand, but still nothing. Then I asked my wife for help." Where is it? Oh, God. Then I asked for my wife for help. She tried with her right hand, then with her left, still nothing. She tried with her mouth, first with the teeth in, then with her teeth out, still nothing. We even called up Arlene, the lady next door, and she tried too. First with both hands, then an armpit, and she even tried squeezing it between her knees, but still nothing. The doctor was shocked and said, "You asked your neighbor?" The old man replied, "Yep, none of us could get the jar open."
Yeah.
Oh. God. Where did Beastie go?
I don't know, he just took off.
Oh,
you want to try to do this quest with me?
I'm already on Siege.
Okay.
and in a party with McGee.
As soon as I figure out, like, at least how to start this quest and maybe do the first one, then I'll join you.
A Texan challenges an Irishman to a drinking contest, but he never expects this. A Texan walks into a pub in Ireland and clears his voice to the crowd of drinkers. He says, "I hear you Irish are a bunch of hard drinkers. I'll give $500 American dollars to anybody in here who can drink 10 pints of Guinness back to back." The room is quiet and no one takes it up. No, one man even leaves. 30 minutes later, the same gentleman who left shows back up and taps the Texan on the shoulder. "Is your bet still good?" asks the Irishman. The Texan says, "Yeah," and asks the bartender to line up 10 pints of Guinness. Immediately, the Irishman tears into all 10 of the pint glasses, drinking them all back to back. The other pub patrons cheer as the Texan sits in amazement. The Texan gives the Irishman the $500 and says, "If you don't mind me asking, where did you go for 30 minutes where you were gone?" The Irishman replies, "Oh, I had to go to the pub down the street to see if I could do it first."
God damn.
Oh, shit.
I don't think it's on PlayStation yet.
What?
I thought they did an update yesterday, or the other day.
On what?
Sands of Inaros quest to get the new Warframe. I thought they had already done options, update history.
And proudly, he sauntered into the kitchen and said to his wife, "Notice anything different about me?" Margaret, who was 75, looked him over. Nope. Frustrated, Bert stormed off into the bathroom, undressed, and walked back into the kitchen, completely naked except for the boots. Again, he asked Margaret, a little louder this time, "Notice anything different now?" Margaret looked up and said in her best deadpan, "Bert, what's different?" "It's hanging down today. It was hanging down yesterday. It'll be hanging down again tomorrow." Furious, Bert yelled, "And do you know why it's hanging down, Margaret?" "Nope, not a clue," she replied. "It's hanging down because it's looking at my new boots." Without missing a beat, Margaret replied, "Should have bought a hat, Bert. Should have bought a hat."
Yeah.
The wife was a savage. Oh my god, this is a bunch of these.
Well, that sucks.
Kemosabe.
So,
Sir Bob Swaggett.
this quest is currently locked to the to the PC right now.
Yeah, that's generally how it happens. PC gets everything first. Fuckers.
Sucks. Because I could have sworn that there was an update because I couldn't get on the
Armor's
Warframe
down.
the other day. Okay, well, whoever clicks on this link, I apologize for being stupid. So, yep, stream over.
I accept your